Nope.
I was 6 years old when I met Santa's little helper. I woke up in the middle of the night. I remember the November winds howling past the window. Of course, back then I didn't understand that those were November winds, but I knew that they were a sign of Christmas. My mom always said that Santa and his little helpers needed the wind. The reindeers, she said, ate too many sweets during the summer months, and so they needed the wind to get off the ground. Mom also said that Santa liked the snow. He always brought presents during the winter because the snow made him feel less guilty for his weight. And of course, Santa only brought gifts because he knew that he would get Mom's homemade cookies in return. It was my dad, though, that first told me about Santa's little helpers. In retrospect, I think he might have tried to explain factory labor to me, but when he sat on my bedside and had to explain to me why Christmas was not yet, he talked about Santa's little helpers instead. He said they were many and they were working hard to make sure all the good children would get their gifts. He always left it open whether I was good or not. But he still asked me what I was hoping to get from Santa this year. A train, I told him. I don't have a train. Oh, he said. Trains are difficult to make, you know. Santa will need to employ some smaller helpers just to make one for you. Santa's little helper. That's what he called them from then on. I want 2 trains, I said another night, so that they wouldn't have to be alone. 2 trains? That means Santa's helpers will have to work extra shifts, my dad said. I felt sorry for Santa's little helpers. I imagined their small, thin bodies, and their small wives, and even smaller children, and how sad they were that the little helpers would have to work extra shifts. Just like I felt sad whenever Dad had to work extra shifts. At least when Dad had to work extra shifts, Mom left my bedroom door open. When Dad came home late, he always stepped first into my room to stroke my hair and give me a kiss. If the door was closed in the morning, I knew Dad was home. Sometimes I woke up during the night. I was happy when the door was closed. When the winds got stronger and the snowflakes bigger, the door was not always closed in the mornings. I decided to ask my mom about it.
Dad has to help Santa's helpers to make the trains.
But he's too big, I said. He can't help with the trains. They should just let him come home.
Oh, if he comes home, some children will get their Christmas presents on time.
Around that time, I woke up more frequently during the nights. It might have been because of the wind, or it might have been because of the draft being allowed into my room with the door being left open. Still, I insisted that my mom left the door open. I knew that a closed door meant that Dad was home. The door should never be closed if Dad wasn't home. He had to close the door. It was Dad's door. It must have been very close to Christmas. I remember that Mom and I went shopping the day before. The mall was really crowded and there was a Santa sitting on a big brown chair. I told him that he shouldn't make Dad work so hard in his factory. I said it would be okay if I only got 1 train and that the other train could sleep with me so that it wouldn't be alone at night. Santa promised me that Dad would come home earlier. That night, while lying awake, and listening to the wind, Dad came home. I didn't open my eyes because I didn't want him to know I was awake. Still, he brushed through my hair and kissed me on the forehead. He smelled foul. The door closed behind him. In the morning, my mom was cheerful. There were only 2 plates on the breakfast table. Does Dad have to work again?
Your father works hard. You want a nice Christmas, don't you?
Will he be home tonight?
He might be. Just you wait.
I did wait. It was strange that I didn't hear the front door. Usually, I heard the clicking of his keys, footsteps, and then the door fall back into place. That night, there was no clicking and no front door falling shut. There were only footsteps. On the stairs, pausing outside my room, walking towards my bed. A hand in my hair, a moist kiss next to my eye. Foul, very foul. His breath smelled like the big metal bins at the mall. I rolled over and away from him. I didn't want a second kiss. Dad grunted. He ruffled my hair again. Then he walked outside and shut the door.
Wake up, sweetie. Only 2 days till Christmas.
I sat up and rubbed my eyes.
Come on, I made pancakes.
Mom?
Yes, sweetie?
Why does Dad smell so bad? The smile fell from her face.
What do you mean?
Promise you won't tell Dad?
Of course I won't.
She gave me a kiss. A kiss with a minty smell. His mouth smells really bad.
Maybe your father didn't brush his teeth the last time you talked. He's been very busy.
When he comes home tonight, can you tell him not to kiss me?
Okay, but I'm not sure if he'll be home tonight. He's still traveling, you know?
I smiled. No kiss then?
No kiss then.
She placed her hands on my cheeks and laughed.
Except for me.
I didn't mind the minty kiss. That night, after she tucked me in, Mom tried to shut the door. No, I said. Dad has to close it.
It will be cold.
But Dad has to do it.
I'm not sure if Dad can do it tonight.
I pressed my lips together.
Sorry, sweetie.
She closed the door halfway.
I'll leave it a bit open, okay? Just in case he comes.
With my head half under the blanket, I nodded. But no kiss, I said.
Of course. No kiss.
I think it was the draft that woke me up. The footsteps followed. They were dull and slow. The way my dad sometimes walked when it was very late and he didn't want to wake me up. Dad stopped next to my bed. I felt his warm gaze on me. It made me feel safe, but the cold raised the hair on my neck. His hand ran through my hair. It felt colder than usual, and it seemed to grip rather than ruffle. His hand abruptly left my hair alone. For a moment, he seemed to stand still. Then I felt his breath, but mostly I smelled it. A foul, rotting smell, like old fish in the trash. I moved my head away. His breath moved away again, and the smell got weaker. There was silence, except for Dad's slow breathing. The hand moved back to the top of my head. He gripped my hair. A warm wave of rotting fish approached my face. I tried to turn away. The hand held my hair in place. The warm smell nearly touched my face. "No kiss," I said. The breath stopped abruptly. The hand let go of my hair, and Dad slowly shuffled backwards towards the door. I smiled. I heard him leave the room. Then the footsteps stopped. I still felt the draft. I turned to the direction of the door. "Dad?" I opened my eyes. The door was wide open. In the doorframe stood a small man, his head about the height of the door handle. I just stared at him. He raised his hand to his face and placed his thick index finger on his lips. Then he bent forward and his left hand touched the floor. He winked, turned on his heel, and walked down the stairs. When the morning light appeared in my room, the door was still open. "Mom?" My mother looked up from her pancake pan. "Dad didn't come home, did he?"
No, sweetie.
"It's nice that he sent Santa's little helper."
He sent who?
"Santa's little helper," I said. "He tried to kiss me goodnight."
Oh, did you dream something nice?
"No, not a dream," I said. "He gave me my train." I held out my hand towards her and opened it up to reveal a small black and red locomotive. "He put it on the floor after he tried to kiss me." My mother's eyes grew wide. The pancakes began to burn. A little while later, there were many people in the house. I knew some of them were policemen. Dad came home in the afternoon. I was happy that we spent Christmas with my grandparents. Grandpa liked my train, but Mom and Dad wanted to take it away, and they all refused to talk about Santa's little helpers. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this special bonus Christmas video. Now, as promised in my last video, I'm going to announce the winner of the movie giveaway, but in order to do so, I'm going to have to switch to video mode right now. Hello, dear listener. So, I'm about to record the end slate for the bonus Christmas video that's being released tonight. And before I can do that, I need to pick a winner for the giveaway. So because first of all, thank you for everyone who watched and entered, but only 6 people actually followed the rules down to a T. So I had to be fair. Those 6 people are the only real entrants that were left, or entries that are left. So because there are 6, I figure I'll roll a dice to decide who's who. Just go by the tabs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because I can't find an actual physical dice, I was told you can do it on Google by typing roll. Oh, there we go. Roll a die. Rolling 4. There you go. That's what I'm going with. And 4 is Catnip Overlord, everybody. So, Catnip Overlord, congratulations. You have won Black Christmas and Krampus. So I'll be sending those out probably on Tuesday, I think. Tuesday or Wednesday. So congratulations again, Catnip Overlord. Go ahead and send me your information. Just send a direct message, or just message me. Say, hey, this is Catnip, and I'll let you know what information I need. But congratulations, and to those of you who didn't win, sorry, but thank you for entering. I will have more giveaways because I am on the brink of hitting 3,000. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm one away from 2,900, but then I'll be 100 away from 3,000, and I will have another giveaway. I got a bunch of Blu-rays to give away, guys. So subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah. Well, there you have it. Congratulations to Catnip Overlord for winning the movies. And again, we will have another giveaway soon. After we hit 3,000 subscribers, that is. I want to say thank you to TheSeekerAlexis for joining me in this video. Be sure to check out her channel and subscribe for more creepy content. And another shout out to Aaliyah Hopkins for providing the visuals for the video. Her Instagram and Snapchat name can be found in the description below. Stay safe out there and have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I'll be seeing all of you in the next video.